Good morning, I am Dr. Seema and today we are going to learn about vermiform appendix. Specific learning objectives of today's class. At the end of the class, students should be able to describe the location, parts and positions of vermiform appendix, peritoneal relations of appendix and blood supply, nerve supply, lymphatic drainage and applied aspects of appendix. Vermiform appendix is a narrow worm-like blind tube which arises from the posteromedial wall of the cecum about 2 cm below the ileocecal junction. It is situated in the right iliac fossa. Though appendix is a part of large intestine, it lacks the cardinal features of large intestine such as tinea, hirstrations and appendices epiploicae. The length of the appendix varies from 2 to 20 cm with an average of 9 cm and the lumen diameter is usually 5 mm and in children both the length as well as the width will be more than the adult. Parts of appendix. The appendix is divided into 3 parts: base, body and tip. Base is that part which is attached to the posteromedial wall of cecum and it is about 2 cm below the ileocecal junction. Now you can see here all tinea of the cecum are converging to the base and it serves as a guide for the identification of appendix during appendicectomy. Now the body. Body is a narrow tubular part which contains a canal and it opens into the cecum. And this opening is guarded by an incomplete mucus fold which is called as the valve of Gerlach. Now this is the tip and tip is the least vascular part and it is directed in various directions. Positions of appendix. Appendix usually lies in the right iliac fossa. The base of the appendix is fixed but its body and tail is movable and it can occupy different positions which are often indicated with an hour hand of a clock. Now we will see the different positions of the appendix. Paracolic, retrocecal, splenic, promontoric, pelvic and mid-inguinal are the commonest positions. Now we will see one by one. Paracolic position is also called as the paracecal position and this is the 11 o'clock position. Here the appendix passes upwards on the right side of the ascending colon and cecum. And the second one is the retrocecal or retrocolic position. It is also known as the 12 o'clock position. And this is the commonest position. Here the appendix passes upwards behind the cecum and ascending colon. It is almost about 65.28%. Third position is the splenic position. It is also known as 2 o'clock position. Here the appendix passes upwards and medially either in front or behind the terminal part of ileum. If it passes in front of the terminal part of ileum, it will be called as pre-ileal position, and if it is passing behind the terminal part of ileum, it will be called as the post-ileal position. Now the fourth one is the promontoric position, which is also known as a 3 o'clock position. Here the appendix passes horizontally and points towards the sacral promontory. The fifth position is the pelvic position, which is also known as the 4 o'clock position, which is the second commonest position. Here the appendix descends downwards and medially and crosses the pelvic brim and enters the true pelvis. And the last position is the mid-inguinal or subsequal position. It is also known as a 6 o'clock position. Here the appendix passes vertically downwards below the cecum and points towards the inguinal ligament. Peritoneal relations of appendix. Appendix is an intraperitoneal structure and it is suspended by a small triangular fold of peritoneum which is known as mesoappendix. And this mesoappendix is derived from the posterior layer of the mesentery of the ileum. And through this mesoappendix only, the appendicular vessels reach the appendix. and sometimes this mesoappendix may be shorter and it may not reach the tip of the appendix, which results in the avascular region in the tip of appendix. Blood supply of appendix. The arterial supply is derived from appendicular artery, which is a branch of inferior division of ileocholic artery, which in turn is a branch of superior mesenteric artery. The vein will be accompanying the artery and it drains into the superior mesenteric vein, which in turn drains into portal vein. Nerve supply of appendix. The appendix is deriving its nerve supply from superior mesenteric plexus, and the vagus nerve contributes the parasympathetic component and lesser splanchnic nerve contributes the sympathetic fibers. The root value of lesser splanchnic nerve is T10 and T11. The same segment, that means T10, will be even supplying the skin around the umbilicus through its spinal nerves. And this is the reason during appendicitis there is a pain around the umbilicus, which is an early symptom of appendicitis, because both the appendix and the skin around the umbilicus is deriving its nerve supply from the same segment T10. Inflammation of appendix is called as appendicitis. It is more common in children and it mainly occurs due to the obstruction of the lumen of the appendix with fecalith. And it is a surgical emergency because it can rupture and can involve the whole peritoneal cavity. Usually appendicectomy or removal of the appendix is done as a mode of treatment. Merck-Burney's point. The point at which maximum tenderness is elicited during appendicitis is called as the Merck-Burney's point. To mark this point on the surface of the body, you have to draw an imaginary line which extends from anterior superior iliac spine to umbilicus on the right side of the abdomen, and Merck-Burney's point is marked at the junction of the medial 2/3 of the line with that of lateral 1/3 of the line, and this point represents the base of the appendix. Soyer's sign. When the appendix is in retrocecal position, it will be lying on the right psoas muscle. So when there is appendicitis, it will be irritating the psoas major muscle. So the forced extension of right thigh in such patients causes increase in pain in the right iliac fossa, which is called as the Soyer's sign. Obturator sign. When the appendix is in pelvic position, it will be lying on the obturator internus muscle. So an appendicitis can cause irritation of the obturator internus muscle. The flexion and medial rotation of the right thigh onto the abdomen in these cases can cause pain in the lower abdomen, which is called as the obturator sign. These are some of the important incisions for open appendicectomy. You can see here Gridon incision is the most commonest one among this, and it is put on the right iliac fossa at a right angle to the spino-umbilical line drawn from anterior superior iliac spine to umbilicus. Subhepatic appendix. It is an abnormal position of the appendix in which the appendix lies underneath the liver in the right hypochondrium. It is a developmental anomaly in which there is a failure of descent of cecal bud from where the appendix and the cecum develops. Thank you and have a nice day.